Hey there, doing this review on this Pakt backpack. I know there's a ton of them out there, but I wanted to give my opinion on things that I haven't heard on some of the reviews. So yeah, let me get right to it. This is the 35 liter in black, of course. Now, the one thing that I did, again, it was never said on any videos that I watched, maybe a little bit on some of them, but I mostly read about it, was this fabric really like picks up lint. It's not too bad right now, so I'll have to see how that works when I'm traveling, because I am a like put my backpack underneath the seat kind of person, so I'm curious to see how much it picks up. But as far as features, so there's really, this is the only branding here. This pocket, this first front pocket is a nice big, just like no organization or anything, but a nice big pocket here. I feel like this would be really great for like toiletries if you want quick access, like at security. The next pocket here is also really nice because it does have its own depth, so it's like not going to go into the inside of the backpack. So you have this space here, you have this mesh pocket that zips up, you have a pocket behind it, and then you have this pocket here. And if you see, there's a little pocket here that is meant for like an air tag, which is a nice feature as well. This pocket here actually has a magnet and is a really big pocket. You have a key leash, and then you have, I guess this would be for a pen. Now, the next pocket here, which nobody really mentions, so again, it's a 35 liter. This particular next pocket is expandable, but the only way to get to this zipper here is if you unzip the expandable part. So you expand the backpack. So you'll see here, this is the expandable, this is the pocket that you can get into. And the depth that expandable gives you is pretty big. So you have to choose, like, do you want to leave it unexpanded so that you can get to this pocket, or do you not need to get to this pocket so you can go ahead and zip that other pocket? So just something to think about. This is just a plain pocket here. A lot of people talked about the day pack fits in here perfectly. So you could use that option. The next zipper, so tons of zippers. So let me just close, let's see here, this zipper here. So again, see, I couldn't get to this unless I unzip this one. This next zipper here is like a quick access. So if you'll see, it doesn't open all the way, it just opens from here to here. It's a quick access into this pocket. And this pocket, like to pack it if you wanted to, it's also accessible when you open up this main compartment here. But this is a really nice option because a lot of the times when I do have a backpack that opens up as a clamshell, I can't get into it unless I unzip the whole thing. And so this is nice. This here is meant for, like, I guess Pakt makes some bags where you can clip on to here so that it stays at the top. And that way you have like this other little bag in here that you can access. Now, the main compartment, so like I said, it does open like a clamshell. So that pocket that I talked about that you can quick access here. Let me just... Now, if this is zipped, you can't access this from that quick access that I talked about. You'd only be able to access this part here. But here's the depth of this pocket here, and then here's the little loops I talked about where you could buy like these little bags that you can hook onto there so they stay in place. This mesh pocket is separate, so like this is just a mesh pocket here. And then the other side, this is the laptop sleeve, which, yes, it is in the middle. It does have a false bottom. I would say it'd be very hard to put a laptop in here if you had like the laptop in a different case, because it is kind of narrow. But again, this is the 35 liter, so obviously on the 45 liter, you're gonna have a bigger pocket. So it is nicely padded though, and of course whatever's on this side and behind it will also help in padding. And then you go on this side here, and then you have this section where this is the depth here. Now if I close this again, so like I said, you have access to this pocket here, and then you also could like unzip this not all the way so that you could have access to this as well, because you do want to be able to take out your laptop like during security. So you'll have access to this here and this here. But the only way you'll have access to that back pocket from the top is if you unzip the laptop portion. So if you had this zipped, obviously, I mean, I guess, yeah, you could just open this one and then get to your laptop, get to this pocket, unzip this, and get to this pocket. Again, which I think is really great, because in other bags that I've had, you had to open the whole thing to get to it. All right, so that's it with pockets. Oh, so I was wrong. Sorry. So you have this one to access this pocket. You have this one to access the laptop portion and the mesh. And then you have this back pocket to be able to access whatever was back here. And again, depending on how you keep these zipped, it depends on what you can get access to. But again, this back one doesn't open all the way, kind of like that other, this one where it's a quick access. So that's really nice. I do like that. Lots of zippers with lots of these pulls, and they're very good zippers. The back here, now, these are pretty stiff, so I'm curious how that's going to be when I have it fully packed out. This is also my first backpack with load lifter, so I'll have to see if that really helps for me. I tried it on with nothing in it. It didn't seem comfortable, if I'm being honest, so I'm really curious to see how that is. And I did see some other reviews where women were saying that this was not comfortable because this would kind of like dig into your shoulders. Has this here to hang on, you know, bathroom or a hook or anything. This does open so that you can stick the straps in, which I love. Padded back, luggage pass through. These do magnet close. Chest strap does have these two where you could hang something on there if you wanted to, and also here and on this side, and then this here where you can unhook so that you can tuck it in. Now, another feature people talk about is this here, where it's meant to, like, if you go through security, you could just quickly put something in here like your phone, and then, you know, I guess you would leave that open and then just close that, because I don't know how your phone would fit in that if it was closed. But you can put whatever you want in here, really. And then this here is meant for a hip strap, which I don't have right now, but it does hook in there, and it's just a thin strap. I did, honestly, this here goes all the way through. You could put like a fanny pack in here so that you could have a fanny pack act as your hip strap, and you could just loop it through here and then wear it that way. I did try that as well. It seemed like that might be a good option. The side has a water bottle and a little strap or pocket, and then a little strap here if you want to like secure it on there, and has a handle. Now, I don't know how I feel about like these two handles, because like I have small hands, and I feel like it would be uneven if I only carried it by the one strap, so we'll see how that works as well. No strap on the top, but there is one on the bottom. There's also this here that you could hook something onto. And the other one thing, so this is where nobody really mentioned this and didn't go into detail for me. So this is nice because you could either use this and like put a jacket or something, or you could use it to compress the bag, which is really something I needed because I tend to overpack. And when you don't want to use it, then you could unhook it. And this is what I don't like about it, is it's not quick and easy to unhook it and to hook it. But the nice thing is it does tuck away here if you aren't using it, so that the backpack is nice and clean and you don't have these hanging out. But obviously, if you have this hooked on this other side where you would access the main pocket, then I have these tucked away right now. It's not easy to, again, unhook this and then hook it back up. So I think what I'll have to do is, once I have this hooked, it needs to be that I don't need to access this pocket like many times or at all while I'm using it, maybe just when I get to my hotel or whatever, because literally hooking this through here, and maybe I'm just not doing it right. It's not easy. And again, you know, a lot of the times these compression straps are just buckles, and that just makes it easy. So I just wish this was a buckle to make that easy. But I do know the reason that it's not is because if you're tucking these away, then you don't want a buckle on this side, and obviously a buckle would be too big to tuck away. So I am excited to use this bag. I love the organization, the quality of it, it's really good. I am worried about the lint and dust pickup and the compression straps, but that's about it. I do hope this helps you, and I'll try and do another review once I've actually used it.